Dear health seekers, Inga from Health Origins here. So, day 16 of my journey of recovery from emotional eating. So, tonight was a really interesting episode. So, all the day I was eating really well, um, not overly snacking, keeping to right portions, right foods. So, really happy about that. Tonight when I got in, we had nice dinner of moussaka, homemade moussaka I made. Um, but then I've had that, but then I've kind of started snacking a little bit, so I didn't go crazy. I had a couple of these um pea cakes like I've told you about, but then I had an episode where somebody well, it was a stressful episode anyway, where somebody accused me of doing something which I didn't do. And I was kind of, all confused and thinking, why would they say that, and all of that. So it was all kind of emotional turmoil happening, even though, I knew I didn't do anything wrong, but still, like, the thoughts in my head started racing, like, why would they say that, all of this, right? Um, and as a result of this, I was not going to eat anything more, but I had some papaya pieces. So, like, papaya pieces that are dried up with some sugar, and I love these. So, after this emotional episode, yeah, I decided to have some, and I knew I am definitely emotionally eating now, right? And it's so easy to spot because I was triggered. So now it's so much easier for me to spot my triggers when I'm being emotionally triggered. So yeah, definitely. I didn't need any more food. I was, content with what I've eaten. I've even eaten a couple of snacks which I maybe shouldn't have even before, but the sweet snacks, I really didn't need that. But after this emotional kind of commotion, um, you know, emotional situation, I really felt triggered to eat something sweet. I really fancied something sweet, so I made a cup of tea, and then I had quite a bit of these papaya snacks. Although saying that, kind of midway of eating them, I stopped myself because as I was eating them, even when I before started eating, I knew it's emotional eating. So that's a win in my head that even before I started eating them, I knew that it is an emotional eating trigger I just had, right? So that's, I think, a really big step again forward to be able to notice the emotional eating before it even happened. So I knew fine well when I was reaching out for these papaya pieces that it is emotional eating I'm just gonna partake in, and I was okay with doing that actually. Yeah, I knew it, and I still, carried on, but at least I knew that I'm doing that. I've spotted the trigger, and also I've reduced the amount of how much I've eat. Normally I would probably halved. So there was like a bag like this, so I probably would have halved and left the other half for Mark or something. But instead of that, I had maybe a third of a bag, so a little bit less than normal. So yeah, so I was a bit more mindful, and like I said, I could spot the trigger. I could catch the trigger before I started eating. So yeah, so that's my breakthrough tonight, when I saw the real time situation happen with like somebody emotionally triggering me, and then me grabbing for something sweet to soothe myself, something sweet and nice to soothe my emotions, my injured emotions. So yeah, so that's what happened tonight. Just a quick one. It's getting a little bit late, so I'm going to bed, having my early night. I hope you guys have tried to have some early nights and not eating late at night. Let me know down below if you have been going on your own emotional eating journey or healing from emotional eating. How's your journey been so far? Have you had any aha moments? And how you doing? I'm really curious to know. And if any of my trials, tribulations, and ramblings, have they been helpful? Have they given you some ideas as well to try out? It would be lovely to hear back from you. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Good night, and see you in the next day or two.